Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. And I've played all three of these classes fairly recently, but it looks like it's back around to Mage. Meteor's very good, but you really can't beat Primordial Glyph for awesomeness. Like, Primordial Glyph is pretty much a must-pick in the arena, unless you have, I don't know. I don't know if there's a number of Primordial Glyphs. If you had 28 Primordial Glyphs in your deck, it only gives you spells, so I guess at that point you are kind of boned. You probably should have cut back earlier. But really, like, Primordial Glyph. It's amazing. This guy's really good with the elemental stuff, and he's not bad otherwise, but I don't know if he's better than taking the Mana Bind. Mana Bind doesn't stop the enemy spell, but it gives you a copy that costs 0, which is pretty good. Get a copy of any spell for 3 mana. Let's take that. I haven't played around with that. It'll at least be interesting. Nesting Rock is amazing, although I probably shouldn't have clicked so fast because it's hard to beat the Acolyte of Pain as a mage. But I don't know. Nesting Rock is... It's not like I'm sad about that choice, but I should have thought about it longer. This is annoying, because Another Spite Historian is amazing, but you gotta have the dragons, and this is like the dragon, but I guess we'll take this, because I probably won't see that many more dragons. Ooh. Now I kind of wish I had taken more elemental guys earlier, but at least I could try and get more. Like 5/4 for 4 is already good, but if you get a free flame geyser, it's amazing. So let's take him. There's one elemental. This guy also probably blows up an enemy minion, so that's pretty solid. I'm just gonna take a flame geyser over that. Plus it'll help me trigger elemental stuff later on. Does it give you 1 or 2? It gives 1. Okay. You're bad. I don't have healing, so I guess we're taking you too, even though you don't count much for elemental tech because you're so expensive, but still. Opus Thespian is pretty mana efficient, but I already have a bunch of cheaper cards, so let's take this engine. More mid-range. Oh, wow. Polymorph's pretty decent. Vaporize is okay. I think we're going to take Molten Reflection. We're going to hope I get something I can copy later, because that's potentially craziness. I don't think I'm going to have the rush stuff to get him. Like, he's interesting, but no. We're going to take another Flame Geyser to kill things with. I only have one thing that benefits from the elemental stuff, but it's still just do 2 damage for 2. Apprentice versus... Polluted Horror is okay, too. Stubborn Gastropod is so annoying. It's pretty easy to kill, usually. I do have a number of spells already. Maybe take the Apprentice. Apprentice is pretty strong. 2 less free secret you've played this game? I've got 1 secret so far. I mean, he's useless to me. And not a huge Midnight Drake fan, although I would then have 2 dragons, which would make some chance for using dragon tech, but there's much less likely to get dragon tech now, I feel like. I don't think they added any new dragon combo-based cards in GORO, or certainly not much. He's usually going to be a 4/4 or a 5/4 early on, but yeah. For 0 5/5 for 6, it's 2 less free secret you played in the game. So if we can get another couple of secrets in there, she could easily be a 5/5 for 4. It's really not that crazy. I'm better off just taking a Drake. This is a shitty row. Screw you, row. I don't want any of these things. I wish I could choose one of these cards and then just tear it up and not put it in my deck. Just make my deck smaller instead of having one of these pieces of crap. Yes, this guy. I really, really don't like him. I mean, he can do more on the board. If you draw him later in the game, he's more likely to do a little bit. Okay, fine, I'll take him. He's such a piece of crap. Let's take Psychotron for some taunt action. Threshodon is actually worth copying. Molten copy thing. Twilight Firecaller. I thought he was still in. Yeah. Let's take him. Don't know how that'll work out. Okay, this is a pretty good row. Garbage. Devilsaur. Bright-Eyed Scout is cool and all, but I don't have a lot of expensive stuff in my deck, and Charged Devilsaur is pretty friggin' effective, so we'll take that. This is a bad row. I guess out of this row, we'll take that. It's like a really bad version of the much better poisonous stuff in a set. You could have a 2/3 poisonous, or you can have a 2/2 stealth poisonous for the same price. It's just infinitely better, and I think it's common, whereas this is like rare or something. Vicious Fledgling will sometimes just win you the game, so let's just take a Vicious Fledgling. Stupid Fledgling. Arcane Explosion. I don't have any spell damage. Like, Arcane Explosion's cool and all, but I think I may be better off taking this Sniper. I need more big cards. I'm going to take you because you're bigger, because my deck is really all biased towards cheap, like, inexpensive cards. I'm not comfortable with how cheap it is. Geomancer, how much spell damage do I have? I've got those Flame Geysers. I just didn't take the Arcane Explosion, so not really that much. Damn it. He's not going to help me that much, necessarily. He'd help the Cone of Cold, but he can't take it because they're in the same row. Man. Maybe better off taking the Gastropod. Storm Watchers. I need expensive cards, but I really gotta protect his ass, 'cause, damn it. He's just not what I wanted in that. I would pick Fireball. This is going fast and not that well. Let's take the Mirror Edge. I need big cards, but I'm gonna take the Mirror Entity over him. He's just so overcosted. Mirror Entity could be a big card. It could also be a small card. Wow, none of these are good for me. I guess we'll take a 4/3 over the other junk. Although I guess the Tentacle, I could shoot it because I'm a mage, but whatever. This is still not good. No, none of this is good. Like, you're bigger, but I don't like you, so whatever. I've got 2 secrets, so this guy can potentially be good. I almost should take him because I'm probably... But my deck's fast enough. It's not that bad. And this is my final card. Oh, I do not like this deck at all. It's got no Flame Strikes. It has basically nothing big. And I got the stupid, like, Molten Reflection early on, and I have hardly any big minions. There are, like, 4 things in here that are big enough to be worth copying under ordinary circumstances. Corrupted Healbot can fight. The Moat Lurker, I don't have a way to silence the Moat Lurker, so I'm not as big a fan of it, even though it can still totally win you the game if you can put it behind a taunt or something. I've got a couple of secrets I could try and get for cheap with Kieran Tormage, but I don't think it's that worthwhile. I think we're going to go Corrupted Healbot because I need more size. But I'm not happy with this deck at all. I got a whole bunch of stuff for elemental combos, never got the actual, like, elemental combo guys. I have one thing that cares if you played an elemental last turn. And Seam Surger is a really good card, but part of the reason it's good is because it's biased more towards stats than the ability, so even if you don't get the combo, it's like, whatever, it was a 5/4 for 4. Yeah, wow, this... Not a fan of this deck. It doesn't have anything special or good. Well, I guess we'll see if we can get a Vicious Fledgling win, but seems dubious. I have a lot of, like, cheaper cards in this deck, and I do not have them right now. Kind of annoying not having any second turn play out of all the crap in here. Also, wish I had the coin so I could be trying to coin this out. I think I'm just going to be shooting that, yeah. That is a garbage card. I don't care. People say, oh no, it's like aggressive, it's helping you rush down your... No, I don't care. It's a piece of crap. Give me a 2/1, it does something to impact the board. There's a Flame Geyser. So if I play this, I'm just forcing my opponent to crab it and stab it. So, I'm not really gaining much out of that. I mean, I guess it forced her to use the 2 mana for her turn, but it would be giving up any possibility of him winning the game for me. So I'll just do the same thing with this. Also, probably not good. This is such a crappy piece of crap now with the B in the game. This is a really trash card now. What it used to have going for it was that at least it was kind of special. But 2/2 Stealth is much better. Yeah, annoying. Yay. Okay, that's fine. Fieldmaster I'm good with. Now I want her to make a dagger, stab him, kill him with the dwarf, do nothing else, and then I play the fledgling and flame geyser and finish her guy, and then I would be well positioned. That is, of course, not what's going to happen. Even if she does exactly what I said, she's going to have the 3 mana left, or she's going to have 2 mana left and actually do something with it. I'm assuming. Maybe not. She may have already used her, like, 2 cheap 2 mana plays. She may just look at it and say, you know, I can spend 2 mana and take 3 damage and kill that guy and have board control. Oh, she's got a spell too. Damn it. Oh, wait. No, this is still exactly what I wanted. That is bizarrely, weirdly what I wanted. Now, she might be poisoning her weapon, but I'm going to take that chance, because this is my best opportunity to do this. Why did I Flame Geyser him when he's at 1 hit point? I should have... I got too excited. I should have actually just Fire Blasted him. The hell. I didn't need this. That was actually really dumb. Okay, well, we're all in now. We're on playing Fledgling. We're going to Fireball that guy just for the chance this works. Wind Fury? Not Wind Fury. And nothing defensive at all. That sucks. It did not give me 1 defensive option. Untargetable would have been fine. +3 defense would have been amazing. Even +1/+1 would have increased the chances that it survives. This just punishes my opponent slightly if she has to stab it. If you're not going to get Wind Fury, you need to get something defensive when you on that adapt. God damn it. So, I do have enough mana to play something cheap and then play the Rock with Taunt. Now, she's going to Envenom, so she doesn't even take the damage because she's got the... As if she doesn't even have to take the 6 damage. That's bullshit. Yeah, I can't even do what I want. I can't even play this and 1 cheap thing and have it have Taunt. I'm not sure I'd want it to because the Envenom would get rid of it. Damn it.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Softening it up there, probably unnecessary. Wow. I get a free sprint. I was about to complain about the sprint. But since I get a free sprint and you paid 7 for it, it's not so bad, really. So if this guy dies, Twilight dies. I'm actually thinking of saving him. My opponent's got the Envenom, which messes with what she'd want to do, right? Because if I play him and use him to kill her, it's kind of a waste of his stuff, but then he might be big enough to get her to waste her Envenom and take 7 damage. Do I draw the 4 cards now? That would give me 8 in hand. That'd be fine.
Don't mess with me.
So she doesn't want to waste her Envenom on killing a 1/1, although it would save her from the 3 minion damage. But she also doesn't want to waste the Envenom on a thing with 3 hit points that's going to do 7 damage to her. So I'm just trying to use that Envenom against her. Because I've been in that situation before. Like, Envenom can actually make for hard choices, because now you don't want to use your weapon, cycle your weapon. What do you want to kill with it is a very important decision. Oh, the fact that we just drew a billion cards means this guy will actually be huge. Neat. I have this to remove... Oh my god, if she doesn't use the Envenom weapon, she's going to be so raging. Free Sprint, pretty good for a secret. I will take that. That's like, okay, that's a win. That's a net positive for our fair city. That in what to do with Envenom in this circumstance, that is some serious thinking she's got to do. I don't think she's going to do it. I don't think she's going to use the Envenom. I she uses it to kill my 7/3 and take 7 damage. I'm fine with that too, but it's going to be really funny if I get to actually blow up her weapon. Okay, sweet. Step 1, play the guy that gets big. Step 2, blow up your weapon.
Don't mess with me!
Step, 5? Opponent rage quits. That's a pretty rage quitty turn. That worked out flawlessly for me. Rage quit? I mean, you got lots of cards. There's certainly no reason you have to quit. But this is a pretty rough place, too, because you need something that's going to protect you from a vast amount of damage incoming. It's hard for a rogue to do an AoE for 3 or 4 damage now, which is what she really needs. Oh, Stonehill Defender. That goes a long way to not being dead instantaneously. I don't know if it goes all the way, but it goes a long way. Although my 4/3 can one-shot it, so you have to get something really good out of it. Hey, it was cheap. Now you have mana to do something else. That's not a bad pull at all. Not a bad discover. You still need a little bit more. The Blue Guild doesn't quite do it. Yeah. Okay, Molten Reflection. Ooh, I think we can copy a 9/4. 10/4 on the 9/4. Did I play an Elemental this turn? I don't think so. Let's play an Elemental. I should have played that between the two 9/4s, so they couldn't be... Yeah, whatever. Because technically you could Betrayal on the middle one and it would kill a bunch of stuff, but whatever. Barring that Betrayal, my opponent's still in an incredibly rough place. Like, the situation has not improved for her at all. Yep. And then surrender. I don't think I'd ever seen that one before. I just saw the bolts and was like, wait a second. Those bolts probably do stuff. Ooh, sap. Annoying. No, you might still be alive. You have to math it out now. Because I can Fire Blast for 2 mana or use this guy to take out the bubble. Then use one of these two to kill that. Probably him. Then I only have 5, 6. I'm not going to be able to kill her this turn. I'm just not. Well, boo.
Lightning strikes twice!
I'm going to save this. I played an Elemental that time, so if I get my Steam Surger, not that it's a big probability or a big importance, but if I get my Steam Surger right now, it would work. She keeps doing this stuff, like she's hanging on admirably, but her health is still going down every time. I mean, her options are going down every time. Now she's just going to commit suicide. She's just going to stab the rock and die. Space Wasp, a little bit too late. Ravasaur Wrench, okay. Yeah, that doesn't help as much as Taunt would have. I can trying to sit around and waste a whole lot of time there. Okay. That went pretty well. I only screwed up once when I Flame Geyser, and I could have just used a Fire Blast. But I don't think my opponent's deck was super good there, and I did have that one incredible, that was a really lucky, bonusy thing that I got to mana bind the sprint. Game could have gone a whole lot differently. I think I'm going to have a bit of a harder time with this one, because I'm really not sold on this deck at all. There's just literally nothing special about it, so we'll have to see how it does next time.
If you like this, please click the eponymous button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.